Alright, today we've got a 1980's Alvarez. Needs a little bit of work. If you notice, we don't have matching bridge pins. We're actually going to check that and actually change that today. Looks like our nut is in pretty good condition. Here's the not so fun thing that's going on right now. Now, absolutely beautiful guitar, like the absolutely just beautiful. And here's our problem. We have some separation in the back here, and it goes into the purfling a little bit. Okay, so we've got some separation here in the back. Not exactly the end of the world, but we got to go through and we got to fix this situation before anything. So first thing we're going to do, let's get everything torn down. Let's get the strings off. We've got a little bit of wear and tear, and this is just general wear and tear on the headstock. So this right here, normal bumps, a little bit on the back of the headstock, same thing. Just normal wear and tear. Not bad for an 80-year-old guitar. We do have a dent in the neck right here. We do have a little bit of right here. It looks like we got a little bit of a problem with our finish cracking there, but we'll see if we can take that out and make it look nice. So there's just a little bit of stuff here and there, but for a used guitar, that's used old guitar, not a bad looking guitar to start off with. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the headstock. We're going to take these strings off. Tuning machines seem to be in good condition. Here we go. And that one was strung a little weird. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to pop these guys out here. My favorite way to get bridge pins out when they're being a little stubborn. Go. Oop. I'll have to go grab those here in a second. All right, so pull these out. Pull this guy out. We're gonna go and actually put a lighter gauge set of strings on this. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this. We're actually gonna cut this because this is just mildly irritating. I hate when people go through and just loop this around for absolute. While you guys are enjoying some relaxing fretboard cleaning here, what I'm using on the fretboard is just some Dunlop 96. So it's got some body spray as well as a chamois. In this case, what I'm using is I'm using a little bit of lemon oil. What that does is it goes through and it mixes with some of the wonderful goop that we get on that fretboard. And I'm just using a plastic razor blade to go through and to make sure that it doesn't actually mar that fretboard. But enjoy the rest of your time here. Yeah, look how much it's already soaking in. Just cleaned up a little bit. Alright, we got now we have the glue up portion of this. As you can see, I go through and I take a little bit of time to read the type on bottle to make sure I've got everything going. The next portion of this, I just take a little bit of blue roll it out, and some glue brushes. Mind you, I'm using Type Bond. There are other luthiers who will swear by traditional hide glues or fish glues or lutherie glues. I have not had a chance to go and use those yet. I look forward to the opportunity, but right now I'm just getting that glue into the cracks. I had prepared this beforehand with a little bit of sandpaper to make sure that I was making contact with the wood and not old glue, to make sure that we have a good tight bond there. No pun intended here. As you can see, we have a little bit of time skip. You can see that we have some camless clamps there from StewMac. Absolutely fantastic. I've actually have those covered in a little bit of packaging tape because glue does not stick to packaging tape. You have a little bit more, and you'll see these are the final steps of me making sure that I have everything glued up and ready to go. I'm looking to see if I've got good squeeze out, and now I'm just going and replacing my clamps and making sure that they are even across the entire separation of that back, making sure that I have got even pressure, and I'm just making sure that I'm not too tight on any of those clamps because we don't actually want to dent the wood. I have done that before, and it is a pain to go through and to go and steam those out again. But in this next portion, what you'll see is the clamp removal process. And all I did to use to clean up the rest of that squeeze out from the glue was just a little bit of warm water on a cloth. Even cool water will work. But it's not soaking wet. It's just a little damp to go through and make sure that that's water soluble. If you are working with with instruments, period, you do want to use something that is water soluble. The next portion of this, we're going through and we are putting in our new bridge pins. These are cattle bone and unbleached cattle bone. They actually have a really nice resonant sound to them as well. You'll see me flash those for you here, and it comes even with a nice little peg puller. So, we'll get this guitar strung up and get it sounded like it's supposed to, and hopefully you enjoyed this video.